It is summer. It's not, it's spring, but it's summer because it's so unbelievably hot in London. Oh my God. Yes, I know I am wearing a leather jacket and Uggs because I don't know what possessed me to pick these shoes today. I think it's because they're like house slippers, but okayed by society to be worn outside. I don't know. I am under a bunch of trees, which is great because there's shade and it's cooler and it's very nice and secluded. However, I feel like I'm asking for a bird to shit on me. I don't know, maybe I'll finally get rich, who knows? Because it is summer, or almost summer anyway. I thought I would put my film degree to use. I'm still studying for it, in all honesty. However, I can use my expertise, knowledge, and passion for movies to recommend you summer pictures to watch based on your zodiac sign. Do I know anything about zodiac signs? No. I know that they're low-key, highly, very incredibly accurate, but also fully made up. But no, I don't know anything about zodiac signs other than that I'm a Cancer, and everybody keeps saying that we're very emotional, which is not true, but also it's the truest thing in the world. This list might be filled with errors on the stereotypes bit, but never on the film taste, because my film taste is impeccable. And if you disagree, you are allowed to do so. However, you are incorrect. So let's get into it. If you're an Aries, also, before we properly get into it, I know I just said let's get into it, but before we properly get into it, this is for your sun, moon, and rising. So look for all three. And also, if the film that I recommend for your zodiac sign you've already seen, first of all, I'm goated. Like, I knew that. Duh. Second of all, watch all the rest, because every single film on this list I personally really enjoyed. Not all of them are 5 stars for me, but they might be for you. And I think they're just very summery, nostalgic, vibey films. Let's actually get into it. Aries. For you, I have 2006 Best Picture, Aquamarine. It's a story about 2 girls that discover a mermaid, aka fashion icon, legend, absolute trendsetter, Aquamarine. I think that this movie will give you more than a hug to your childhood self. Because if you grew up in the 2000s and you haven't seen this film, watching it, you will feel like you have, because it's that quintessential to the era, which is why it's great. I encourage all Aries to play mermaids this summer, to reconnect with their mermaid superpowers, and to go to the pool more. Also, the revenge plot in this film will satisfy a lot of you, because, I mean, I don't need to explain that too much. Taurus, Call Me By Your Name, duh. 1980s, Italy, queer, Timothée Chalamet. Do I need to say more? If I'm being honest, I think most Tauruses have seen this. And if so, I'm bang on the money, because you do love a little comfort film, so this is your sign to watch it again. Will it leave you sobbing at the end? Perhaps, but isn't that why you like it? Isn't that emotional journey and that hope that you have, even though you know how it ends, that you gaslight yourself into thinking that everybody deserves a happily ever after? If you guys watch Call Me By Your Name, it will fill you up with gorgeous visuals, impeccable acting, and yeah, it will put you in that summer state of mind. Gemini. For you, I have the Virgin Suicides. 5 mysterious sisters, all of them more of a concept than a human being. And we all know that's how you aspire to be perceived. You will self-insert hard. But isn't that the point of films? The Virgin Suicides is, again, nostalgic. I feel like we are entering an era of nostalgia, which is why all of these films have that element of it. But also, again, I'm a Cancer. What's a synonym for that? Nostalgia. So like, excuse me for having an unintentional bias in creating this list. It's laced with an undercurrent of darkness. And I feel like this film is pretentious enough that you will try and make it your whole personality, perhaps successfully. Cancer, the best zodiac sign. I mean, no, not the best. I don't think there is a best. I don't think we should classify zodiac signs. I love Cancers because, as I've said like 40 bajillion times already, I am one. For us, I chose Lady Bird. It's one of my all-time favorite films, and I know it's not necessarily set during summer. A few of these aren't set during summer, but with Lady Bird, I feel like Sacramento, California, it's such a summery vibe. Do you know what I mean? This film centers around mother-daughter relationships. It's about finding yourself and barely being able to wait till you're grown up, but also dreading the moment that you are grown up. I think this film will speak to your heart, and I think it's relatable to a lot of us. Leo, for you, I chose Marie Antoinette. You will low-key be on a killing spree if that means that you can get your hands on any of the garments in the film. Lush, opulent, very rich visuals. The drama will speak to you, the conflict, the character's journey, and ultimately, knowing how ambitious you are, I think it will make you want to build a time machine so that you can go and experience Versailles at that time for yourself. Virgo, Moonrise Kingdom. I mean, everything in film, generally speaking, is intentional. I've learned that through studying film, through making films. There's hardly anything that's accidental when you're crafting a piece of media, but especially when it comes to Wes Anderson. Come on. Moonrise Kingdom is a blend between order and intention with quirky characters in an environment that we can all long for. That was my attempt of not saying nostalgia one more time. In the universe of Moonrise Kingdom, a parrot just flew by. Hello? But nothing in the universe of Moonrise Kingdom is taken too seriously. So I think that's your reminder, Virgo, to loosen up, unclench that jaw, drop your shoulders, take a deep breath in and out, and understand that you can't control everything, and that's fine. Libra, I chose Before Sunrise for you. This is your podcast for the summer. I know you Libras are still daydreaming about a fleeting interaction at a coffee shop that happened months ago. You made eye contact with someone you found hot. That does not mean they are your soulmate. Anyway, Before Sunrise, gorgeous film for any romantic. I think you guys will really enjoy the depth that these two people explore each other to. Emotionally. Jesus. Scorpio. For you, I have Saltburn. Rich, flamboyant, flavorful, very messed up, but real. You will eat it up or slurp it up. That was not a good pun. Sagittarius. Y tu mamá también. Ground your feet in presence. Take every moment as it comes. You can only ever plan so much. Most of the time, the best thing to do is let go and see where life takes you. The film is about two young men who go on a road trip with this older woman, and it discusses friendship, relationships, coming of age in very interesting ways, and I think you'll greatly enjoy it. Capricorns. You should watch La Chimera. It's slow burning and meditative. It follows an English archaeologist. Y'all love to intellectualize stuff, and this film will allow you to do just that. Plus, Josh O'Connor, you're welcome. This is a great reflection on life's choices. And it has a mystery underpinning it, but I think ultimately it's like 50% vibes. So, Aquarius. Challengers. I should have put this for Cancer because it's the best film on the list, but everybody should watch this again because Challengers is one of the greatest films to ever ever be made. So I think if you guys watch one film from this list, actually watch all of them. But if you haven't seen Challengers, what are you doing? How are you alive? How are you existing? It's unconventional, I guess. So Aquarius, you should know a thing or two about that. But ultimately, I think it's a very passionate, yearning, high stakes film. I just think it's great. And it'll make you want to play tennis. Pisces, thank you for your patience. And also, we're ending on a high. We're ending on a low, but we're ending on a high. Because the film I have for you is After Sun. It's very introspective. It's very sentimental. It's nuanced. And I feel like Pisces, y'all only watch stuff if it's horny or heartbreaking. If you want the first, watch Challengers. Yeah, I definitely did not choose this film just because it has sun in the title. Those are my film recommendations for you. My summer film recommendations for you. I hope these set you up for a great summery headspace and that they make you ignore the growing heat and appreciate the high UV, the plants, the animals, the insects, the fruit, the warmth, and everything that you associate with summer. So that's it from me this week. Thank you so much for sticking around. I shall see you next week with another video. But in the meantime, subscribe to this channel so that you get to see my face more often. Mwah. Bye.